Bucket naked.
Please hit the gym. Please hit the gym, and the pH needs to be balanced as well.
I've been drinking. Can't keep your eyes up right now.
Hey, you guys, welcome back to the show. Jay Larone Presents here. If you haven't, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, share. It helps the channel grow. Today, we're going to get into a Tommy Sotomayor reaction. Looks like this happened about maybe a year ago, where a trans woman shot up 5 people, right? And let's just go ahead and get into the video. This is kind of crazy, but yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Fair use, fair use. All right, let's go ahead and get into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TNN Raw and Uncut, where you get nothing but news delivered to you with no filter and no script by none other than Tommy Sotomayor.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tommy Sotomayor. This is TNN News Raw. 4th of July weekend. Welcome, guys. Hey, 4th of July weekend. I hope you guys had a good time. Mike ain't pointing in the right place. We'll put it in the right place here. I hope you guys had a good time over the 4th of July weekend. I know I did. A lot of families hung out, got your burgers, got your, I don't know if you did ribs or if you did barbecue chicken. I think that barbecue, one of the best things to barbecue on the grill is corn. You got it. Corn. Love it. But while people were barbecuing corn and everything else, guess what black people were out putting on the grill? Each other. That's right. We were out killing each other in large numbers this past 4th of July weekend. But it seems like we do that almost every damn holiday. Tommy Sotomayor, hopefully you guys will enjoy being on the show. Let's talk about this person that you saw on the opening photo. That person right there. That is a man. Ooh, this man has been accused in a fatal shooting spree in Philadelphia that left 5 people dead and 4 others wounded on this past Monday night. It's Tuesday here. I'm in Atlanta, and I don't go out. No, I do not. Whenever it's Christmas, I don't go out. Whenever it's Thanksgiving, I don't go out. I don't go out on any of these holidays. No, I don't go out on none of these holidays because I know what niggas is doing. Niggas is out there killing. They shooting each other. I ain't stupid. Niggas don't care about each other. They don't care about nothing else. But I want to talk about the fact that we have a lot of news media that don't seem to care about it. But first, we're going to take a look at the news story here and see exactly what happened, because as y'all see, that's supposed to be a motherfucking man. I guess you can tell by that hairline, but you can't really tell because the black chicks be having hairlines like that too, because the Terminatrix be walking around looking just like this. But the media ain't talking about the fact that we got a whole nigga that's a whole chick. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what we got over here at the news. Let's get it.
But the big story in Action News tonight is new developments in the investigation into that mass shooting in King Sussing. Today, the 40-year-old suspect, Kim Brady Carricker, was charged with the murder of 5 people. Carricker also faces a slew of charges related to 5.
Okay, I'm going to stop it right here. Now, y'all saw the picture of this dude, right, that committed these crimes. Now, this guy is supposed to be transgender. Now, this was last year. I mean, I guess this was last summer. So fast forward it now to maybe right before Christmas. Y'all remember the guy in Harlem in New York who got stabbed by this woman trying to get some food, right? Turns out that this woman was actually a transgender. But they're not calling her or him, you know what I'm saying, a him or a transgender. They're identifying this person as a woman. You know what I mean? So it kills me how when they will they if it was a transgender doing something positive, they would label it a transgender. But when it's, you know, doing some type of effery, they would just call, like in this situation, they're calling this dude a dude, not a transgender. You see what I'm saying? And the woman who stabbed the brother in Harlem, they're calling her a woman instead of a transgender. So it's not like they're being totally honest with what's going on in these sexes, you know, however you want to put it. But it's crazy that this dude is like a transgender, but they showing his regular picture of him being a guy. It's remarkable. It's crazy.
Survivors of the rampage.
Kim Brady?
New details have also emerged about the suspect's mental state and his arsenal of weapons. This as family members of the victims.
His? So y'all keep referring to this man as him? We all right with this?
Continue to grieve their sudden and senseless loss. Action News reporter Maggie Kent
5 people dead. 1 black man shot him.
is live tonight with more. Maggie.
Well, Rick, we heard from investigators who took Carricker into custody, allegedly responsible for killing those 5 people in Concessing on Monday. He was heavily armed, also wearing a bulletproof vest. And when they started to search his home, they found more weapons, ammunition, and a will dated June 23rd, less than 2 weeks before the shooting. Kim Brady Carricker was in court this morning, charged with 5 counts of murder, 10 counts of attempted murder, weapons, and assault charges. Investigators say he showed signs to family of growing agitation before carrying out this mass shooting in Concessing.
That was the norm for him, wearing this vest and having guns in the house. But they all described that he was becoming more and more agitated over the last couple of days.
Tyreek Glasgow is a mentor and founder of Young Chances Foundation. Today, he mourns the loss of 2 people, the youngest and eldest victims.
It hurts. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
His cousin, 59-year-old Ralph Morales, was excited to walk his daughter down the aisle in her wedding next week.
He was the one that, regardless of any family function, had that smile.
Glasgow was a mentor to 15-year-old DeJuan Brown, killed protecting his 13-year-old brother from gunfire. The younger boy was hit twice in the legs, but will survive.
When he seen his family, his brother in distress shot, he went back to help. And that's what we as a community to understand, that when we see our other brothers, our community members down, the risk of going back to save them. If we all had that approach, I think our community would be in a better position than it is.
Sisters of 31-year-old Joseph Wama Jr., who was killed inside his home during the shooting rampage, describe him as a loving man and a skilled sketch artist.
I'm going to miss that beautiful smile. I really am. He had the best hugs, and he took care of his family.
Salt and Light Church in Concessing will be hosting an interfaith prayer vigil tonight at 7 p.m. as families continue to mourn the dead. We're live outside of police headquarters. Maggie Kent, Channel 6 Action News.
Damn. Ladies and gentlemen, what you heard was they made sure to call him when it came to this story. But they're not calling him her. They're not using any of these weird-ass pronouns. Why not? Why aren't we using any of these weird-ass pronouns? It seems like we should. Matter of fact, we should call him a her. We see the picture of this nigga. This is him. He should have been called a her.
Yeah, like I said, any other time they would. Like I said, this was during the summer. But yeah, so like I said, if it was something that this person was doing that they considered positive, it would have been a her, or they probably would have labeled her or him, or they labeled him as transgender or something like that. But yeah, this shit is crazy. Let's keep moving.
But now it's a him. And nobody's talking about the fact that this is a transgender with mental disorder. When you got all these people running around trying to tell them people should accept them as women. And when they don't get to pass like others get to pass, then they act out like this. And the biggest thing is the United States media blacked out the idea that he's black. They didn't point out that he's black. They didn't point out that any of the shooters in any other cases are black. I'm about to go live on a Twitter space and just talk about this. The idea that black folks are using these so-called causes to make themselves out to be victims, to constantly say blacks are being victimized. But you know who they won't talk about who's victimizing them? Themselves. Black people are doing these things to themselves, and it's not a joke. This man put on all the things that we claim white people have. And you know what you don't hear people talking about? Benjamin Crump ain't came out and said it. Black Lives Matter ain't came out and said it. The president hasn't come out and said the biggest problem, the biggest fear of blacks is other blacks. The biggest threat to blacks is other blacks. Let's talk about the gun violence in the black community. Let's scale back the guns that black people can have. Let's scale back the guns now. Why are the Democrats not using this as an opportunity to talk about how bad guns are? Nope. Nobody's saying a word. It's quiet. All is quiet on the Negro front. But if I say something about it, well, I'm a coon, and I get it. I don't mind cooning, as long as I'm telling the truth. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, want to support the show, look right there, TJ Sotomayor, KOC.com. Make sure you go and subscribe to my Kick, because looks like I haven't been kicked off of there. Make sure you subscribe to my Twitch and my Rumble. They each are the Tommy Sotomayor Show. Right now, we're on Rumble, and this is the news channel. I love you all. Stay safe, and don't forget, liberals are not your friends, because if they were, they would call out everything that bad happens to you, even when you do it to yourself. I'm Tommy Sotomayor. Fuck you and good night.
Tommy a damn idiot. But yeah, man, it's crazy how, like you said, any other time they would be, you know, labeling it as or labeling him as a woman, or I don't. It's stupid. Like I said, it's always some type of agenda, right? Because like I said, in not too long ago, right before Christmas, a guy in Harlem that got stabbed and, you know, getting a sandwich, the postal worker who got stabbed, they labeled that transgender as a woman. Right, even though this transgender stood 6'2", 6'3", you know what I mean. You could clearly tell, and I think there was an article. There was an article that said that was a transgender, but the local news labeled this transgender as just a woman, right? You know what I'm saying? Trying to say that this guy got into an argument with a woman and the woman stabbed him. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid, but this is the world we live in. Like Tommy said. No mention of BLM or Benjamin Crump or anybody like that coming out, because they can't make any money off of it talking about black folks killing black folks. You know what I mean? And certain white folks that kill black folks, they'll come out on that. It just depends on if they can make some money off of it, because I don't recall them saying anything about the guy, Robert Brooks, who was an inmate in the New York prison that got transferred, and they wind up deleting him, and all they did was fire the people that was involved. Didn't hear Black Lives Matter or Ben Crump or anybody else come out on them. I ain't heard nothing about it yet, but, you know, hey, we'll see. But you guys, drop some comments down below. Let me know what you think. Jay Larone with Jay Larone Presents. You guys, please be good to yourselves. By all means, let's be good to one another, and I will catch you in the next one.
Ha 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 ha!